Alright, so San Sebastian. I wanted to do a Pintxo walk for a while, and to be honest, it didn't disappoint. You just go bar to bar, grab whatever looks good, have a drink, and move on. It's one of those culinary experiences where you lose track of time, in the best way. Come, have a look.
Sun is down, and we are starting. First stop, bar sport. Look, if you come to San Sebastian, you're coming here. It's just one of those places. Walked in and yeah, it's packed. Absolutely packed. You just have to squeeze yourself through, be a little cheeky about it, and make your way to the bar. I got myself vino tinto, grabbed some pintxos, and...
Okay, so even though bar sport is a very touristy spot, they have a couple of things that they're famous for. One of them is sea urchin. It has a little bit of red caviar in it, and that's what I see, but like how it tastes, I actually don't know. Let's try it. The texture is very liquidy, so it's like basically a soup of some sort. It actually reminds me of something. Like, it reminds me of lobster bisque or clam chowder, something like really creamy with intense seafood flavor. Fish eggs actually intensify the sea flavor. It's quite delicious, to be honest. And the way they serve it, no wonder they're famous for it. It's quite good. This one is actually probably the most famous Pintxo of bar sport. It's a foie gras. Even though it's kind of French product, they do it really well. Look how oily it is. It's like dripping with fat. Oh yeah. It's one of the most delicious foie gras I ever tried in my life. The bread is very crunchy. The foie gras literally melts in your mouth. It's sprinkled with a salt, which like gives a crunch and saltiness. Very oily. It has a lot of flavor in it. So good. Hot, oily, nice. Love it.
5-minute walk, that's all it takes to get to the next spot. That's the thing about San Sebastian, you never have to go far. This place was different though. The pintxos looked almost too good to eat. Very fresh, very modern, quite different from the other rustic spots you'll find around here. In my very broken Spanish, I asked somebody at the bar to help me pick.
¿Cuáles son tus mejores pintxos por los que eres famoso?
What came out looked incredible. I got myself txakoli to go with it.
So basically, this is a Michelin recommended pintxos place. I didn't know what to order, so I asked them on the front to give me 2 pintxos that they are famous for. They have a lot of layers. It's definitely what makes it different from the other places. Look how tall they are. As my drink, I have a txakoli. It's a local sparkling wine, which they pour in a very fancy manner. Let me try first to cleanse my palate. It's extremely dry, very bubbly. I would compare it to something like Brut or Cava. I guess let's start from the smaller one. This one seems to be octopus with a cream cheese, something like that. Kinda messy. It's exactly what I thought it is. It's grilled octopus with a cream cheese sauce with some herbs, with a nice crunchy bread and some spices on top. It all pairs so good together. It's basically like the whole dish in one small thing. It's amazing. I don't know how to eat it, like from the side or... It has so much flavor. It has shrimp. It has tuna salad in between on top of the egg. And on the bottom you have the salmon on top of the bread. I don't know who created it and how they created it. But all together it makes so much sense. This one is unbelievable. Like crazy. You have to try this. Cheers to Pintxos.
The next stop, Ganbara, another Michelin one. By this point, it was pretty late, and yeah, there was a queue. So look, real talk, if you want to hit as many spots as possible, just start early.
Okay, so this place is known for this tuna carpaccio. I never ate carpaccio with the bread, but it's a thing here. You just do it like that. It's a better carpaccio than I had in Italy. It's a very fresh tuna with not too much of the spices, with a drizzle of olive oil, and the most important thing, it's lemon. It has a really nice fresh lemony flavor. So good. Wild mushrooms with egg yolk. It has actually my favorite type of mushrooms, if you take a look over here. In my language, we call it fox mushrooms. Very cute, right? Very nice, very deep, powerful mushroom flavor. And egg yolk makes a connection in between all of the mushrooms and creates like a little bit of creaminess, grill flavor, a little bit of smokiness here. Like, to be honest, it's a very solid dish. In Canada, where I live, we can find only dried up wild mushrooms, but it's not the same flavor. Those were found on the forest like nearby, and they have an absolutely different flavor. They bring the freshness of the forest. It's really amazing.
And to finish, had to be the Basque cheesecake. La Viña. Legendary spot, legendary dessert. Look, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. That cheesecake alone is worth the trip to San Sebastian. I'm telling you, if you're there and you skip it, you're doing it wrong.
To be honest, this is what I've been waiting for the whole time. This is a Basque cheesecake, probably the best cheesecake in the world, and definitely my favorite cheesecake. Look at the texture. It's so liquidy, so wobbly. I can't explain. It's like you eat the cloud of happiness. It's like it's a most tender thing that's been on my tongue. Not too sweet, very milky. It's the best dessert in Spain. Unbelievable. That's what we call the food porn. That's what we call the guilty pleasure. And that's what we live for. God bless cheesecake. Basque cheesecake.
So yeah, that was my Pintxo crawl in San Sebastian. I did a little bit of research before finding those places, so I'm gonna drop them all into the description and save them for when you go. Alright, see you in the next one.